So we will be needing the printout, but only when I ask you to read and underline things. We are going to understand these things. We don't have to read those lines. But when I ask you to read those lines or underline those lines, it's just that when you get back and you revise it, it becomes easy for you. So we have talked about the first basic of literary theory, empiricism. Get settled, come on. Take your seats. आराम से बैठ जाओ. बैठो बैठो शाबाश. Take your time. So we have talked about empiricism. What was the crux idea of empiricism? Yes, empiricism simply supported the idea to get the truth, the ultimate meaning, right? Now I'm going to take reference from T.S. Eliot. As I told you, T.S. Eliot is the bridge between literary criticism and literary theory. When you say the ultimate meaning for what? Either for everyone, one meaning which is same for everyone, or your relative truth, या फिर आपका सत्य क्या है? Relative truth. This was the idea, the philosophy that actually inspired a lot of modern writers to think about the new approaches related to literary studies. See, when we were doing T.S. Eliot, जब हमने T.S. Eliot पढ़ा, now there in T.S. Eliot's theory, we studied the idea of theory of impersonality. What is that theory? Theory of impersonality में हमने क्या पढ़ा था? It's just like negative capability, but what exactly is this? The tendency of a man to... Yes, come on. Detach himself unbiasedly from his work. Yes, Eliot said that Eliot, क्या बोल रहा था? Writer must stop himself, means his individual identity. And from where? By mixing that identity in the text. Do you know T.S. Eliot has severely criticized Milton and Dryden for mixing their individuality in the works? What was the fault of Milton? Milton is a great writer. But from literary theory or literary approaches point of view, Milton and Dryden, they were the great writers, but they did one mistake. What is that mistake? ऐसी क्या गलती थी कि एलियट ने मिल्टन को क्रिटिसाइज किया, ड्राइडन को क्रिटिसाइज किया? बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा आंसर है. पर्सनल चीजों को टेक्स्ट में डाला. व्हाट इज थ्योरी ऑफ इम्पर्सनैलिटी? कीप योर पर्सनैलिटी, पर्सनल लाइफ, पर्सनल इशू, पर्सनल ट्रबल्स अवे फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट. पैराडाइज लॉस्ट में कैन यू से दैट मिल्टन इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व पर्सनली इन पैराडाइज लॉस्ट? T.S. Eliot says that's not the greatness of the author. Classical authors, classical tradition authors, they strongly believe in this thing that the author is not an ordinary person. He is a bard, a worldly figure, universal figure. If I'm teaching you as a teacher. I should not mix my personal emotions, personal issues. या suppose मेरा मूड खराब है, तो मैं आज बेकार पढ़ाऊं क्योंकि मेरा मूड खराब है. नहीं ना. Teaching is an art. Teaching is a different thing. And I must not bring my bad moods, bad emotions. या suppose I'm irritated तो मैं किसी स्टूडेंट को डांट दूं. मिल्टन ने क्या किया? Milton had his own issues being a Puritan. Milton added those emotions in Paradise Lost, right? आपको पढ़ाया मैंने लमार्टाइन का quotation. What is the quotation by Lamartine? Paradise Lost is a dream of a Puritan fallen asleep over his Bible. This line itself tells us that Milton is involved in the story. Technically, he is violating theory of impersonality. Author और book को emotions को match नहीं होना चाहिए. Now, why Dryden? Can you say Dryden was personally involved in his writings? Yes, sir. Macfleck, no. His personal enmity, personal fight. Absalom Achitophel, he was given the task to defend the king. So these two writers have been criticized for being merged, being mixed up with the text. Eliot talks about impersonality. Theory of impersonality simply says that keep the author away. Now this becomes the base of theory. Author and the text are related or not? See, author and text, they are related in traditional criticism. In literary theory, and primarily the theory we are going to study, the author and the text are two different things. Please go for the title, the first thing that we are going to study today, new criticism, the first theory. We are going to talk about new criticism, a theory that emerged in 1920s in Britain, 1940s in America, in USA. Keep writing some, come on. So how T.S. Eliot becomes the bridge? His theory of impersonality, the idea of individual understanding in Hamlet, the objective correlative. This makes him the first writer connected to literary theory. That's the reason T.S. Eliot has been called a bridge. Now the first thing we're going to study is new criticism. So in 1920s England, 1920s Britain, there were some writers who came with the idea that author and the text are two different entities. Author is a different person, text is a different person. You must have done unseen paragraphs, unseen passages in your graduation, post-graduation. We have seen this line, the author wants to say. हम लोग लिखते हैं अपने आंसर्स में, according to these lines, the author wants to say that, author has an opinion that. They say, forget author. Don't say what author wants to say. Say what you are understanding. Author तो कुछ भी बोलेगा. What did you understand? To make it easy, I simply want to ask you one thing. You all are here, offline students, जिया सराय में रहते हो. There is a favorite tea by Nepali chai wala. उसको बताना क्या तेरा example लिया था क्लास में. We all love that chai.